Sorry about yesterday, but I had a lot of shadow work to do. Lilith, it came into this 27 degrees of Scorpio, whereas my natal Venus is. So I had to do a lot of deep searching within a shadow because, you have to practice what you preach, and that's what happens. Um, Digging it deep, and actually, this what probably was the purpose of all that happened yesterday. It was about today, because today the moon, she's going to be in Aquarius. She's going to be squaring Uranus, and is going to be squaring Venus, going to be squaring Lilith, Mercury, right? And this is going to be coming out in the right in ascendant in the morning. Very interesting is because of all those energies that it's going to be coming in. Jupiter is going to be 150 degrees with the moon, and it's going to be like you're going to be growing through this. Now, we also know that within the astrology, every time when there is a T-squaring, that is leading to what? To skipping things, trying to skip things, trying to escape things. This is going to be between Venus and Mercury, values and love and communications, but also the universe. That is going to be these preparations because the moon actually is going to be at 23 degrees, and she's going to be what? She's going to be squaring a little bit later exactly Venus. She's going to be squaring exactly Lilith, and then she's going to be moving into Pisces. But at the same time, we have Uranus that is at 29 degrees, and she's going to be squaring exactly Uranus. So this is going to be some lots of tensions, lots of going through because too many effects in there. Hi, Riley. Thank you for coming in. And seeing it of this energy or feeling it, you're gonna feel it, and you cannot like having an escape out of these energies. Too, particularly that Uranus is a retrograde in there. We're gonna see that this retrograde in Taurus is about we need to do the things properly into the material world. Of course, happy Thanksgiving. I want to say thank you, Riley. And would you skip certain lessons in the material world? You see, both Taurus and Scorpio, which is Uranus, is opposing Mercury retrograde and Venus, has something in common. What is that? Material possessions, material values. The one, it's about personal, how you do it. The other thing it is what it's with me and others, material things. So this is coming from, should I keep everything for me or I should also give it? Of course, Scorpio would like to take, while the Taurus likes to give, but he wants to also ask for what? Appreciation, right? And this is where Uranus is coming in. It's like, do you appreciate the universe? Do you appreciate what the universe has for you? Some of you, we're not going to appreciate it. This is going to be some to learn a lesson, okay? And so far, we're not. Really, I cannot play the music. The reason is I cannot play the music because it's going to have some rights issues. So I wish to have a music within my astrology report, but it doesn't happen. So this is going to be pretty much what we are going to be dealing today. And we're going to see some later on at 8 o'clock. The sun is going to come out. The sun is squaring the North Node. Now the authority is going to be looking at like, I don't see the future. I don't see this things there. Be mindful that particularly on this kind of like of aspects in there, because the sun is going to be moving towards Mars. Mars is still with the true Lilith. Hopefully by now you understand what's the mean Lilith and the true Lilith. The mean one, it's stay in a one spot in his one zodiac sign for a long time, usually quite a few months, while the true Lilith just goes back and forward. Okay, so basically you have an issue, which is the mean Lilith, and it's kind of like the dog that grabs the bone. It doesn't release until the issue is fixed. While the true Lilith it just goes back and forward and tries to find informations to give into the mean Lilith how you to process. It's a lot to do with esoterics. It has a lot to do with, particularly with the inner shadow work. Okay, because when you have problem, you have to go look deep, and the true Lilith is the one that goes back and forward with the deep. You know, but the issue stays there within the mean Lilith that is that bone, right? So we're gonna have some for quite a bit while until the mean Lilith's gonna get out of Scorpio. This is gonna happen as Mercury is coming in out, Venus is gonna come in out. She's gonna be still there for. This is gonna be for another 2 weeks. So the end of the shadow work is going to be really squeezing us because of that. But the true Lilith, it's still together with Mars, truth, nothing but the truth, right? That's what the warrior wants. The warrior is going to come out. You may going to feel agitated, aggravated, and so on and so on. It's been like setback. It has been like, okay, but what is all this? And we're gonna feel this intensified energies because that also squaring the North Node. It's like I'm not seeing a future within this. I'm not seeing a that and so on. So be mindful with all those crazy energies because they are gonna be crazy, particularly with the Moon. It's squaring varieties of planets. It's gonna be the intuition is gonna be looking at it's like this Mercury. 10 is going to be value and love, and 10 is going to be the shadow work, and then on the top of everything is going to be the universe. God blessing our souls, we have so many things in our heads. So I felt that energies yesterday. I know what I'm talking about, and hopefully, guys, try to do one thing at a time, or if you have something to do with in a deep within the shadow, just do that. Okay, shadow work is always important because if you don't do the shadow work, you kind of like don't know what you are doing. Okay, it's that's how it goes. All right, we're gonna have some. The inner work is gonna be walking at 10 o'clock at Scorpio. That's gonna be a preparations a little bit for the next hour because in the next hour at 11 o'clock we are gonna have this intensity in there. The inner work is gonna be moving. Still, a lot of the things about society, what to do, what to do. In the end of the day, what is the thing that needs to be getting it done so we can feel fulfilled of our actions, right? Particularly collective actions. And as we are talking about at 11 o'clock, the energy of inner work is going to be so highly intensive that it's not even funny and describable. Yes, there's going to be a lot of emotions, but there's going to be also a lot of agitations, a lot of emotional situations. It would have been nice if the moon was even with Saturn or Neptune, or she was right there on the Scorpio, right? But no, she is squaring and she's having a lots of things to think about it, right? It is about this logic from the universe. What is if I do this? What is it the universe will do, right? It is about outer space, and some of the people is going to feel like, you know what, I'm going to be getting into. I want to get my ship and get out of this planet. It's too much. It's too this and so on and so on. And that's how that goes. Christopher, yes, that is the Spanish house. Yeah, exactly. That's my Spanish house. Exactly. and I'm so happy with the house. So we've been working at a lot to do some restoration. Okay, restoration is a little bit different than just doing a construction work. Okay, talking about with this intense energies that it's going to be coming in, the ascendant is going to be moving in the next hour within away from Pluto, and it's going to be between Pluto and the Moon in there. This is going to be some a little bit kind of like a breather, okay? You just like taking a little break, and it's like, enough of this inner work. It's also is going to be at 12 o'clock, right? So this is going to be the hour of the authority, and authority is like, I need to see the light within this tunnel, deal. I need to see something. I need to feel something is good. And you need to understand that this is one of the things of the evolutions that if you go deep, I stated that long time ago. Okay, you go deep, you also you're gonna go high, but in order to go high, you also have to go deep, right? As above, so is below. So if you're doing below, if you're doing the inner work below, you need to understand the purpose is gonna be because you're gonna go high. All right. But a lot of the people don't want to go below. They want to go high, and they're thinking that, yeah, it's going to be okay. But the more time you go above, you're discovering a lot of things that happens down there, right? Right? You uncover it more. The more light you put it in, the more darkness you're exposed, right? That's how it goes. Thanks, Christopher. Yeah, Marina, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we all have some personal stuff that we need to go. I did some lot of inner work. Hopefully, that's going to be also benefits to humanity down the road. But it was very, very intense. It was hard. It was harsh, and I could have not even thinking. Okay, I had to go deep, deep, deep to deeply stuff that was going on. Hi, 1 o'clock. We have the moon that it's coming in, and the event horizon together with the North Node. She is right now at this position. Is like I I feel that these problems with the universe, with love, money, values, communications, it is kind of like a crazy. I don't feel like I need to talk. I don't feel like I need to look at these values with others and so on. And I don't want to see what is the consequences of the material world. I just don't want to deal with it. But at the same time, the intuition is sextiling Chiron and is sextiling the inner work, particularly with Mars. It's like, okay, we have to see this. This has a purpose. Okay, all these problems, they're telling me that I have to go and do some work. I have to find different way. Maybe I don't see the things that I see. Maybe I don't get the informations that I got. And here is how you're gonna find the truth, right? And the true Lilith is together with Mars. The warrior wants to know what? The truth. And a lot of the truth seeking is gonna beginning to be happening. Hi, the next hour is gonna be some more chill out. Of course, it's gonna be like a roller coaster, high energy, high intense, calms down, again high, and all so on and so on. Ascendant is gonna be very close to Chiron, but it's gonna be trining Mars. That is going to be like Mars. Okay, I get it. I see some things. I see some situations. I need to be what? Patience. I don't want to create all this situations. I have to understand to be. And you might going to feel this desires for crazy expressions. Okay, what I'm talking about the crazy expressions is that you feel this intense energy, you cannot handle it. You grab in your phone and start texting, sending what do we call it, nasty grams and so on and so on, and you're wondering where it is coming from you, right? and you figure out like, okay, it's the energy. I haven't the process. I allow that energies to comes to me. I need to go ahead and seek what I need to see. So as I suggested a few days back, if you feel like this, don't do anything. Just kind of like a, you know what, I'm out. I need a time for myself. I'm not feeling well. I need to take day off. I'm not feeling good. Don't pay attention to me. I have things that I need to look at me. All right? That's the most proper way. Okay? You just don't say positive. You just go do your things. All right. Saturn is going to be in the next hour at Taurus. You're going to feel like the material things is going to be start coming up into a place. Yes, they're going to be coming out in a place as soon as Uranus is going to go ending his retrograde, and then it's going to start moving direct. Until then, that's about a few months. Until then, guys, learn it. Learn the mistakes and learn from them. Okay, if something you have not done, or something you screw up in the past, or something was not okay into the material world, learn it. Okay, learn it. This is why Uranus is in Taurus, to straighten things out in the material world. Something is not good, something is not great, something is not the way it's supposed to be. And God blesses our soul. Saturn is moving direct, which is going to be helping us out, like removing certain restrictions. Okay? One of the good restrictions is going to be that we can learn ourselves. A very powerful. This is going to be some very powerful moments as we are going to see it. Yes, Saturn is not officially direct yet, but he is stationary retrograde. Okay? But you're going to feel a little bit like release. It's kind of like, okay, oh, I feel a little better in here. Okay, I'm not limited. I'm not doing some things. All right, as I said, we're going to go up and down in the next hour at 4 o'clock. I stated that 4 o'clock is important. We're going to see the ascendant is going to be very close to Uranus. Is going to put some more tensions even to the moon. Is going to put some tensions into Mercury. Venus and Lilith right now is going to be together. This is going to be lots of challenges about love and values. Okay? Particularly love and values with others. This is about go deep. Go to the root cause. Go to the root problem. Okay? So the mean Lilith is with Venus. The true Lilith is with Mars. So expect anything from great communications, putting the cards on the table with the partner and everything and so on, all the way down. It's like a universal war within the spiritual realms. Expect anything out of this, okay? Because those are the two energies that are very highly intensified. All right? And this is what is going to be cooking in the next few days. So please don't kind of like if you have some emotion, tensions, and so on, either go out, meditate, resolve in yourself, or look into the shadow like I did yesterday. All right? Or having dishonest communications. All right? What do we have to do? Because Mars wants the what? Expression. While Venus wants to go deep to the truth. I want to know, what is this shadow? Right? What is this shadow work? And Mars is like, I want the truth. Nothing but the truth. All right. 5 o'clock. This is going to be what it does. And then it's going to be at Gemini, socializing, how you socialize, and so on. That ascendant is going to be squaring Saturn. Saturn says, like, you know what? Enough with the kitchen psychology. Enough with all this. If you want to be a socialize with the right people, with the right situations, and the right circumstances. Enough with all this stuff, because they don't help. Mars doesn't like it either. Mars is like, you know what? I don't want that. I want something solid, right? So This is going to be some in a way beautiful, and I want to say why beautiful, because the ascendant is going to show us a part of the what? Part of the midlight, part of the shadow. Okay? And you need to understand that when the things are in there, all right? When the things are going down in there in the deep, and you're there into the deep things, there is a very good reasons. That is the evolution is calling you. Okay? The evolution is calling you to look more problems than you thought you can handle. But you need to understand you're the seed of the universe, right? All right, 6 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Cancer, home values, love values, right? All that it is coming up in there. Particularly in the next hour, we're going to be seeking at this. But as I stated there before, guys, Jupiter is squaring Chiron. Unhealed wounds is going to be rising from the inner child. So you're going to be looking at as a child and what you have in a family and all that, how it's evolved. Okay, so it's a lot of review. That review is also including Mercury retrograde, Venus, Lilith, and the Sun at the moment. Still a little bit, but that energy is also affecting with Saturn and Neptune. Saturn says like, okay, hopefully you had enough of all this restricting yourself, learning yourself. Now I'm gonna get you free, and you have to go and do your things. This is like you are being in the jail in the correction facility, and Saturn holds you accountable to correct yourself. And now Saturn's like, all right, we're gonna let you go in a week, okay? Just so you know, you're gonna be go back into society, but let's pass this test. I want to make sure that you're gonna be okay. And this is what Saturn's gonna do in the next few days about it, because Saturn is also represents this jail, secretivity, sacred things, corrections. Okay, he's ruling the correction facilities. Okay, but don't forget about it. That's his job. It's called karma. Okay, sometimes you get an instant karma, right? You should look where your Saturn is. All right, be mindful where he is, because he doesn't cut crap. All right. To be honest. All right, next hour, we're talking about 7 p.m. The ascendant is going to be with Jupiter. The inner work is going to be between North Node and Saturn and Pisces. We have some Mercury, Venus, and the Lilith there at Scorpio. Emotions. Lots of emotions. I mean, plenty of it. And those are good synchronized energies, but they have a different purpose. Okay? We have a retrograde Neptune. We have a retrograde Jupiter. Jupiter in the next few months is going to be what? Tell us. Go back and review the family values, because you need to review it. There is not proper growth. Some values are gone. Some things are not learned right. Something within the society is wrong. Okay? Because we cannot be as one as a family. Okay. Now, this can be on a personal level, but this can be a totally for the whole entire world currently, for, okay, entire planet. If you have to be more specific, because the planet, the collective planet, the way we are, it's also represented in Cancer. Okay. What we do with the planet, how are we taking minerals and so on and stuff in there, that is at Capricorn. How do we produce and we give it back? That is in Taurus. And what we're thinking properly to do on Earth, right? Where is that at? It's in Virgo. Okay. All right. So with that kind of like of energies, at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be moving into Leo, opposing Pluto. Hopefully, you learn it that you can oppose this transformation. Okay. You cannot. You just you shouldn't. currently we are looking at into this evolution. That is the benefit of that, because Pluto is like you need to go back into the space. You need to go back and feel the energies of the space. You're not just living on Earth. You're living in a solar system. You are living into this galaxy. But you have to what? Upgrade here so you can know what you do out there. So you do not do the same thing out there as you do in here. You don't want to put the wars. You don't want to put all this, robbing planets and digging up for minerals and so on and so on. Like you don't want to destroy other planets like we destroying the Earth. You gotta have something here. And this is why certain things doesn't happen. Even if technologically advanced we do, we may not, here realizing certain things that we do. Because let's say we are going and we are farming other planets and we are bringing material, we are destroying the magnetic balance within the solar system, right? Thinking. All right, 9 o'clock. The inner work is going to be connecting directly with Mercury. A lot of this inner child energies. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but to me, this has been like a very crazy time. I also have Chiron that is in that areas, and that Chiron is just right? Squeezing in there like a lemon, and it's like, all those wounds, they have to come back, and you look in your childhood and all that stuff, because, the problems that you have right now, you develop it in a childhood. All right? That's Jupiter. It's comes in, it says like, you need to grow, you need to mature. Have you been immature? You're acting immature. How is your actions is, and what is this unhealed wounds? And you're like, come on, I'm doing it one after another. How long it's going to be? Hold your horses. It's going to be for a while. Why? Because it needs to be found. The depth, the root, the shadow right now is in Scorpio. We're going to see it in about pretty much in a month, when the mean Lilith is going to be coming into Sag. Then the shadow is going to be like, oh, this TV was lying, this information on news channel is no good, this journalist is all screwed up. Oh, you're going to see everything. Trust me. We're going to see it. How much propaganda, how much lies and BS. And I think that they're also going to be looking at like all those artificial intelligence video creator that almost presents the truth, but they're not the truth. So there's going to be probably something to do with that, because people are fed up of being deceived, because of the artificial intelligence and so on. So we're going to see a lot of other things that is going to be coming up with this. But talking about these wounds that we have to go through this. All right, the next hour, this is going to be at 10 o'clock, the ascendant, it's going to be at Leo squaring Mercury and Venus, okay? And as we are going to be looking at this, these energies in there between Mercury, Venus, and Lilith, this is going to be a lot of incoming shadow work, because Venus is going to be joining the shadow. So it's Mercury is going to be turning direct and go back, and it's going to hit it in there. So all this intensity is going to be coming in to us is like, what did we do from our lower self? What did we create it ourselves? Right? So we have to be also looking at in our, 5th year. Okay? Our 5th year. All right. And With all those energies at 11 o'clock, we're going to see some lots of intensity. The ascendant is going to be at Virgo, opposing the moon and Pisces. Now, the moon in Pisces is really is going to be pushing it. Your emotions is going to be like this head of ours. It's going to be some tensions. It's going to be some things. I'm suggesting you that if you have headaches or have so many of the migraine things in there, get some like a painkiller and just, whatever it works for you, okay, and just go to sleep. All right, because the overthinking is going to be turn out the knob on 100%. Usually in this kind of like a situations, the intuition is like all over the place. You're kind of like, oh, what about this, what about that, and so on and so on. Plus the moon is in Pisces. This is a duality sign, right? We see that this duality, she's going to beginning to squares the sun, and she's squaring Mars. Another duality from this Sagittarius ascendant is in Virgo. Dualities is it good, it is a bad. Maybe I should act like this, maybe I should act like that. Why? Right? And then we are seeing it that the inner work is going to be very close, but she's going to be at Taurus, thank God. But later on, about 11th, 15, 20-ish in there, it's going to be moving into Gemini. That is where really that dualities in there is going to be really going on. The day, Marina, the day I'm talking about, it's the 27th in there. Currently it's 27th, 1 o'clock in the morning in Spain. So this is, I'm talking about 27th at 11 p.m. in there. So Abigail Coppin, what is your favorite NFL team? I don't have to say it. Boston, Chicago Bears. Some of you maybe don't know, but I lived in Illinois for about almost 20 years. Took me 10 years to understand American football, but now since I understand it, I love it. So, all right. Hi guys, advices that I want to give you onto this, that it's coming up, particularly with Saturn. You need to understand that the Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus right now, they're working for the benefits of value and love. Okay? But there's going to be a lots of problems, triggers, things that is going to be coming in with all that. And I want to show you what I mean so you can look at the energies yourself. Okay, if you can stop the video in here for a little bit, making it like a screenshot or something, and you can see it. All right, this is all intense energies. We're going to feel like we are in the cross, right? Well, here is what the moon, it is opposing the ascendant at Virgo. Here it's the Mercury and Venus. It is opposing the inner work in Uranus, right? A lot of intensity that comes in. But if you go and you see that pretty much the moon and the Mercury and Venus with Lilith, they are trining Jupiter. They are sextiling Uranus. Uranus is sextiling Saturn and Neptune, and they give that energies back. This is what we called in the astrology the kite. And the energies from above, it's coming down here below. So you gotta be appreciated about the problems, okay? And this is what we are going to be looking to it, okay? The bigger the problem, the bigger the miracle. All right, I'm going to be giving you what's going on at 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, we are going to be dealing exactly with the shadow, with the Venus and Mercury retrograde opposing Uranus. We're going to see this energy. The inner work is going to be at Virgo. The moon is gonna be start getting into this first quarter moon. That is a 1/4 of the problem it's solved. What about the rest? What about, the halfway, which is full moon? What about 3/4? Right? So we're gonna see it that this is all about what? Duality. Two things. What we are going to do, positive, negative, or we need to understand there's got to be a balance between the positive and the negative. Right? Hey guys, that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you so much for the clicks, for the likes, the shares, for the subscribes. And if would you like to donate to the channel, you can do that by buying me a coffee. All right, guys. Much love to you, and I will see you tomorrow.